Hello and welcome to another update video about the NASDAQ. Interesting day today, interesting day. The price reacted perfectly to the support area that we talked about only a few days ago. I think a couple of days ago I made my last NASDAQ video. Talked to you about the white wave count, which is the bullish one here, is the primary scenario. But actually I said that in both scenarios there was the orange wave count and the white wave count. We still would expect higher prices. The only question was, in this box, is the low in or not? Today's price action makes it very likely that the low is already in. I would like to see 1 or 2 more days of price action to really confirm that. It will be the first deeper retracement that will, as always, tell us the truth. But important, you can see the resistance area there on the chart. The price broke pretty clearly above it. So from my point of view, I'm happy to count it as the low being in. It's a bit debatable. It's a bit debatable if the wave C finished down here or here. It counts better as here, and that would have to be a so-called truncation, similar to what the S&P might have done, okay, and might do. By the way, for anybody who would like to have daily updates about the S&P, also intraday on crazy days like this, check out our S&P 500 and stock service. We launched that last week, and we're updating that on a daily basis with a video. And today I did update intraday as well due to the price action that we've seen. By the way, also the DXY is doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's coming down. That probably fueled here the S&P and the NASDAQ chart as well. DXY obviously is covered in separate videos, but the DXY, as already indicated in the last few weeks, was close to a top and might have put it in. Okay, again, the first deeper, you could say, corrective pullback, in this case a corrective rally, will tell us the truth here. If it's forming a lower high, it would confirm that idea further. Yeah, the NASDAQ, it's a bit sloppy off the lows. It's difficult to count. We certainly have enough waves to consider it a first 5-wave move complete. So it is possible to count this as a 1, 2, 3, but it would be a diagonal then, 4, and maybe we're putting in the 5th wave now. That's technically possible. Not too happy with this wave count, but it is something that I'm observing, as potentially a wedge structure here. It's not very well defined, but it's going to be interesting. Obviously now around this time, typically when it's rallying into resistance, so it could fail here, and then the first deeper pullback will tell us the truth. Is the low already in or not? I can count 5 waves, yeah. It's, however, not entirely clear yet to me if the low is really in or not, because it's always the first pullback that will confirm it. But the most important thing is, and that's where the Elliott wave method is so powerful, the price turned around where it needed to in the support area, and it's now rallying. Okay, it's taking off. So I mentioned that on the S&P as well, that as soon as the low is in, we should see quite a dramatic rally, because the S&P, I don't have the chart open now, but the S&P, where it came down here in the last few weeks, it formed an ending diagonal. And we know that from Elliott wave, when an ending diagonal finishes, the reversal is pretty dramatic. And I mean, that's what we see today. It's quite a bit of a rally. Interesting is that, yeah, as I said, the DXY might be coming down as well. So yeah, we're entering now an area of resistance, especially here, this B wave top, the September high is not too far away. This is going to be critical resistance at around $15,700. But eventually it should be broken if we are bullish. And yeah, what I explained in the last video was as well that we are most likely in the coming weeks, maybe even months, going to test the previous high here from July. Yeah, that was put in July. And if we go to the larger time frame, then you can see that this was the all-time high. So this is likely going to be tested. It will depend on the next few days. I think in the next couple of days, we will know also with regards to the S&P if we can really lean bullish medium term, or if this is just turning into, and that's obviously something that's possible as well, that we might form a bit of a wave 4 triangle here. So it's a little bit too early but it's going the right way, okay? And what do we now need to hold? What is the level we now need to hold to stay bullish? I think that is what many people are here for. So I think the risk obviously for a pullback increases now. However, as I make this video, there's absolutely no signal that a top has been made. So I would not want to bet against the trend. Nevertheless, there is always a level that now needs to hold. So you want to track support, and the support level is the 78.6 retracement level. 78.6 fib level at 14,766. If the NASDAQ is breaking below that level now, then I think it will reset this way for lower somehow in the support area. We would need to look at the structure then, how this is playing out. But yeah, overall, at the moment, it's looking good for our primary scenario. Not much more to add, so I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.